Hello, city. Ooh, you found an enemy in me. Oh, 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 oh. Hello, city. Hello, city. Hello, city. Hey. What a good place to be. Don't believe them, 'cause they speak a different language and it's never send me out again. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's happy hour again. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hello, city. Hey. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hello, city.
Hello and welcome to Skyline Columbus. I'm your host today, Mike Gravely. Join me as we explore the Mentoring Center of Central Ohio. Find out how you can make a difference by sharing a part of yourself in the life of a child, just like these folks are doing.
I decided to become a tutor because I wanted to help kids improve their academic performance and also make a positive impact on our children. So basically, I also became a tutor because I really love kids and I love working with them. So academics is important to me, and I wanted to build strong social skills and help them to perform better in school.
I decided to become a mentor because I wanted to give a child or a young teen an opportunity to experience different things, and if they don't have certain situations in their lifestyle, then I thought I had some things I could offer and found some extra time.
Joining me today from the Mentoring Center of Central Ohio, we have Robin Sklar and Stephanie Hughes. I'd like to thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
Just want to start off by just asking you, Stephanie, if you want to tell us what is the Mentoring Center?
The Mentoring Center of Central Ohio is actually a collaboration of First Link, which is a social service referral agency, and Big Brothers Big Sisters. And what we do is we recruit volunteers, we process them with placement in several different agencies in the Columbus area. We provide training and screening as well.
Okay. And what makes this organization different from the other type of mentoring organizations in the area?
How the Mentoring Center is different is that it's a one-stop location where volunteers can find out about various mentoring and tutoring programs. Instead of calling, say, for example, different agencies individually, you can find out about all the different programs that would meet your interest and availability at one place.
Okay. Now, Robin, what is the importance of mentoring?
Well, mentoring is very important for children. For children to have successful lives, they really need a caring adult. And it's proven through statistics that unrelated caring adults help the children become 46% less likely to begin drug use, 27% less likely to begin alcohol use, 52% less likely to skip school, and they get along better with their parents and their family, and they're 59% better grades. Their grades go up, and their goals rise, and that's 79% of them, their goals rise. Mm-hmm. So just in these statistics, it shows how mentoring can impact a child's life.
Right. Now I understand, what might be the difference between like tutoring and being an actual mentor?
Mm-hmm. Well, the difference between being a tutor and a mentor is that a mentor is a caring adult, someone who guides, a friend, while a tutor is more academic related. But a tutor also is a form of being a mentor, because a tutor also has to listen and they have to have a dialogue with their tutoree.
And I understand, I mean, you guys talk about different things through the Mentoring Center. Mm-hmm. What are some of the benefits of being an actual mentor?
Well, there's really a lot of benefits to mentoring. Actually, we partner with different businesses in the Columbus area to help encourage employees to become volunteers. And it's proven through the Points of Light Foundation that volunteers who work with a certain company or companies, individuals, they are more likely to be more productive within their companies. Improves in morale within the company, as well as the company's image improves as well when businesses really get involved with the community. There's also other benefits for individuals, such as really just having fun with a young person, making a positive impact on a young person, and also just expanding your horizons, dealing with different cultures, and going through our training really provides that foundation for that volunteer to learn about the various programs and learn how to be an effective mentor in our community.
Right. Now, I was a mentor at one point, and it's amazing how the kids get attached. A lot of the young mentees get attached to the mentors, and that's good to see in our community today. What are some of the companies who are involved in the organization?
Well, there's a number of companies around the city that our director is actually targeting to become involved with our center. New Lawyers in Columbus actually is mentoring through our organization, Teresa Dowell School. And that's one company that's mentoring, and she's really looking for, our director, Marilyn Pritchett, is looking for other companies to get involved with mentoring, because it's really a good way for companies to get involved in our community and to give back. So we really are seeking new companies to get involved.
Now, since we're talking about involvement, I mean, maybe we can talk about the process of becoming a mentor.
Well, to become a mentor is very simple. Just call our office. Our number is 614-233-6368. And at that time, we can give you some information about the wide variety of different programs that are available. And we can just take that time at an orientation to help you select a program. There's actually 40 different agencies that we work with. Agencies such as Sankofa, New Beginnings. We have one-on-one programs. There's group programs such as the City of Columbus has an after-school program. We have faith-based mentoring programs such as Fountain of Hope and Urban Concern. And we can help you select that program. After a selection has been made, then it's great to attend one of our trainings for additional information and guidance so that volunteer really understands what it takes to be a successful mentor.
Right. Now, does it take a lot of time in mentoring the young mentees?
Well, most of the organizations only ask for about 4 hours a month. So that could be either 1 hour a week or 2 hours every 2 weeks. And especially with the mentoring, it's usually 2 hours every 2 weeks. And that's just going through a movie or watching television or doing anything that you want, something that's fun and that's going to help the child and fun for you. We want to make this fun for everyone. And that's one of the greatest parts about it, is because you're just really gaining a friend.
Right. And what are the different types of programs that are offered?
Well, again, as I mentioned, there's one-on-one programs where you can take a child out, say going to a movie or just going to a park or something like that. And that's more of the Big Brothers, Big Sisters model. Or there's group mentoring where you can work with a group of kids if you prefer going to a certain location. For example, a school site where you can mentor or tutor kids at that particular location. We also coordinate Ohio Read's efforts for the Columbus School District. So if anyone is interested in tutoring for Ohio Read's Governor Taft's project, we can place them in a Columbus public school. And again, there's all types of programs. There's tutoring, one-on-one, group, faith-based programs, and we even have a program specifically for seniors, which is called the STARS program, where seniors can interact with young people. And that's an excellent program that I would encourage seniors to get involved in.
Right. So these mentees are getting experience from all types of people.
Oh, yes, all types of people,
right.
Yes.
Well, that's good. You talked about the training before. Can you kind of explain why that is important in the process of mentoring?
Training is very important for that mentor or tutor to get involved in, because it really gives them the foundation of what they will be getting involved in, so they can understand what their roles are as a tutor or a mentor, and also what their task will be. And we do provide a number of trainings. We have our Making of a Mentor training, which is our core training that I also conduct some of those training sessions, which really gives you that foundation. We also have tutoring tips, mentoring adolescents, relationship building, and cultural dynamics really teaches people how to interact with different cultures.
Right. And how do different volunteers, how do they find out about the center and when the different type of training centers that are available? Training times, I'm sorry.
Yes, we have trainings on a weekly basis. All they have to do, again, is call our center,
Right.
and we can sign them up for a training. And once a volunteer attends 3 trainings, then they're considered a certified mentor. So we know volunteers want to be certified and very professional in their manner of going out and mentoring and tutoring. The more training, research has shown, the more training a volunteer receives, the more likely they are successful in that relationship and maintain that consistent relationship with that young person.
Another great thing about the trainings is that you get to meet a lot of other people who are doing similar things. And then you get to hear a little bit more about the different organizations, especially if you go to more than one training, because you'll meet people who are doing different types of mentoring through the trainings, and you'll also be able to bounce ideas off of them, and that's one of the greatest parts, and it's really fun.
And our trainings are also offered on site for companies and organizations. We can customize a training for a company that's interested in starting a mentoring program or just really orienting their employees or volunteers to a training. And that's also provided statewide.
Right. I know there's a lot of area colleges and universities in the area. Do you guys use those as ways to gain mentors?
Yes, we do. We go to the volunteer fairs. We did one at Ohio State and Columbus State and also Capital University. And just recently, working through Ohio State, with Ohio State really, Ohio State students can now get credit for being a mentor or a tutor through the Mentoring Center and going to the trainings. So it's pretty exciting.
Right.
Other things that we do is we have ads in the newspapers in the volunteer section telling a little bit about the Mentoring Center so people can learn more about the Mentoring Center, which also gives our number so they can call us and ask us questions. We also go to fairs through the summer with a booth, and we went to Easton Mall one time, and that was pretty exciting. We went on Make a Difference Day, so we tried to make a difference.
Right. So you're kind of helping, people get involved in the mentoring.
Exactly, and
Right.
we try to help people learn about it because I think that's one of the biggest problems is people just don't know exactly what maybe mentoring is or they don't know how to get involved. So we try to spread the word.
Right. Now, does mentoring reach out to new volunteers as often as possible, or are
That's what we try to do, especially with our recruitment.
Right.
And the way we do that is all different ways, just like I said, through the newspaper, through Channel 21, through all different aspects, just so people know that this is out there. And there's so many different organizations that are doing mentoring right now in Columbus, Ohio, and in Central Ohio, that it's a really exciting time. And it's a really good time to get involved because there's so many different availabilities that you can do, all the different programs. And you can really cater it to what you want to do because there's so many different programs.
And we also make that process as simple as possible for that volunteer. It's a one-stop call that you can just call our center, and then once they're engaged in mentoring, just attend our training and complete our background check, and then they're referred to that agency. So it's really a simple process to get involved.
right? Now we got a chance to get some video from some of the mentees. We talked about the mentors. Let's take a look at the video of some of the mentees in the program.
Okay.
Tutors are needed because with all the preparations that teachers have, it's really hard for them to stay after school and to tutor extra. So we're asking that the community get involved in students' education, and so therefore the tutors are needed to help the students.
I was looking for an opportunity to volunteer in the community, and I had heard about Ohio Reads, and I thought it would be a good program for me. I like interacting with kids, and I like reading, so I thought I could share my love of reading with kids. They had some convenient times for me. After work, I went for a session, and I believe it lasted for 2 hours, and we had a nice teacher who went through the process, had a lot of group discussion, and the class was very helpful to me. And the Mentoring Center staff was helpful in helping me find a school that would fit my schedule and my location needs.
What have you learned from your tutor?
How to spell words and read much better.
Have you improved on school assignments?
Mm-hmm.
That's very good. How did you improve?
My writing, reading, and math. How did you improve on school assignments? Mm-hmm. That's very good. How did you improve? My writing, reading, and math.
How did you improve?
How did you improve on school assignments? My writing, reading, and getting my work done, and spelling.
The way the Mentoring Center has helped us is that we've have actually received numerous of tutors from the Mentoring Center. We've actually have, I want to say approximately about 10 tutors from the Mentoring Center, and the background checks actually help out a lot, so we wouldn't have to waste any other time in providing services for these youth.
I've noticed positive changes in my life as well as my mentee. I've learned a lot of things about myself, and such as even if you have a very busy schedule, I've learned that if you have a desire to help someone else out, you can find the time, which I've had. And I enjoy being with my mentee. We have a lot of fun together.
I mostly like the fact that her personality and how she can make people feel. A lot of people should have mentors so they could have another friend that they could talk to things about and do stuff with, and that would like to go places because most of their friends may not have a car.
Wow. How many people are actually being in the how many mentees are in the program currently?
Currently, since we started in August of 1999, we have over 700 mentors and tutors that are tutoring or mentoring throughout our agencies that are affiliated with the Mentoring Center. However, we need a lot more mentors and tutors in our community. For Big Brothers Big Sisters alone, there's 800 kids that are waiting for a mentor, and that's just Big Brothers. And there's the school system, Columbus Public Schools, City of Columbus. There's a lot of different programs that are waiting for more mentors. So we really need thousands of more mentors and tutors in our community.
Right.
So we really urge people to become mentors and tutors.
I know my fraternity, we're involved. We have a connection with the Big Brother Big Sister program and helping them out through mentoring. So I'm able to help out through that way. How do you guys help the organizations and companies, get involved in that? What is the process as far as that?
If an agency or organization would like to be a registered agency program for the Mentoring Center, it's a very simple process. We just ask them to report any statistical information that they have on the kids. And the services that we provide is we provide training for their volunteers. We provide our screening service, which is actually a web check equipment that we electronically screen or scan fingerprints for their volunteers. And that service is available for agencies as well as companies who may also need background checks for their employees. And we provide a variety of services such as mentoring resources. Anything that you really want to know about mentoring, we can find that information out. We have agency advisory board meetings, so centers can get together or agencies can get together with other agencies and really network amongst each other and learn about the different ideas about mentoring in our community.
And at our location, we do have a library just about mentoring, and it has a lot of good resources for both the agencies, businesses, and the single volunteers.
Now, we talked a lot about the program. How is the program funded?
We're funded by United Way of Franklin County, the City of Columbus, and the Columbus Foundation are our major funders.
How many employees are currently in the program?
Currently, we have, with the Mentoring Center, we have 4 employees currently. Our director, Marilyn Pritchett, really oversees the marketing aspect of the center, as well as engaging companies involved in mentoring. She really goes out of her way to get more companies involved in mentoring and to explain to them the need for mentoring and how it can be a win-win situation for the employees as far as receiving just a positive outlook on their life in regards to mentoring, a positive image for the company, and a win-win for that child that's being mentored.
And how many people are mentoring or tutoring right now?
There's 700 with the center currently. Again, we need a lot more. Our other staff members is myself, Stephanie Hughes, again. I really oversee the volunteer management part of it. When a volunteer calls in, from the beginning to the end to where they're referred to an agency, and also do some trainings as well for the volunteers. And we have a part-time trainer who develops curriculum. Her name is Terry Gilliam, and she also does some of the on-site trainings.
Right.
And what I do is I do both some of the volunteer managing, and I also do some of the marketing work. I'm an AmeriCorps Promise Fellow, so I'm funded through the Governor's Commission. And what I try to do is help in the service learning and recruit volunteers, and also coming here and trying to get the word out about how we need more mentors and tutors into our society and in all of Central Ohio.
Right. And mentoring through this program is safe and is beneficial for the parents of the mentees, because you guys provide the background check and the application and everything.
Yes, we definitely want it to be safe for that young person. We do screen all of our volunteers, and we also have them fill out an application. And it's a very simple process. It just takes about 3 minutes to complete that. So it's very simple, but also safe for that young person.
Now, do you guys provide any special events throughout the city where you bring all of the different organizations and companies together when you have a mentoring event?
Well, we have different events that we invite our agencies to participate in. As Robin mentioned, like our event at Easton. We have community fairs like at Columbus State, and different agencies where we have all of our different agencies an opportunity to participate in our events, so other volunteers can learn about the various programs that are out there.
Right. And being a mentor can be fun, and you be able to establish a good relationship. And I just want to focus again on the benefits along with that. What any additional benefits as far as the mentor goes?
The mentor, again, it's really having a fun relationship with a young person.
Right.
Again, our training prepares them for that relationship. And there's also benefits of just really experiencing that fun relationship with that young person. We do have a new program that, again, Robin had mentioned about college credit for OSU students who can receive credit for that as well. And it's also just building relationships, negotiating, listening skills, learning how to work with teams if you're in a group mentoring program, and learning how to interact with other cultures as well.
And every mentor that you meet, they just cannot say enough about how mentoring has changed their lives. You're not just changing the life of a young person, you're changing your own life. You're giving back to the community. You're giving back to yourself. You're giving back what someone gave to you as a child. Everyone has had a mentor. Everyone who's been successful in some way in their life has had a mentor. I know I've had mentors. And though they weren't through organizations, they have helped me, and even now. So I think that by giving a young person an unrelated adult who can be their mentor, you're giving them a whole new world.
Right, and that's important in today's society to try to get these kids on the right track. We want to give a phone number out so that they can, anyone out the audience can give a phone call to the Mentoring Center.
Our phone number again is 614-233-6368, and we also have our website, www.firstlink.org.
And just go to the volunteer section.
The volunteer section.
Right, and I had a chance to take a look at the website. There's a lot of information on there, not only with the Mentoring Center, but with First Link as well. But before we wrap up, I want to give both of you a chance to, add anything that you think is very important as far as the Mentoring Center goes.
Again, I would just really like to stress how important it is for us to recruit more volunteer mentors and tutors. Again, with the schools, they really need help with proficiency tests and just basic reading skills. Again, we coordinate Ohio Reads, and we need so many more mentors and tutors in the schools as well as throughout our community. It doesn't take a lot of time. I mean, it's only 4 hours a month, the minimum time requirement. And we can really make it fit into your schedule, whether it's the lunchtime or afternoon or weekend. We can find a location that best meets your needs and your availability.
I'd like to just say that's exactly what I want to say.
Right.
I really think that if everyone just gave 1 hour a year, our whole society would be very different. And it's really exciting, the people that are doing mentoring, and it's really exciting seeing the mentors with the mentees. And if nothing else, I recommend that everyone should try to give back to their community.
Right.
And this is a really good and safe way to do it.
I just want to again say how important it is to be a mentor and just to be in a program like this. And this is something great that the program that you guys are doing there. I want to thank you for coming onto the show and joining us here today.
Thank you for having us.
And I hope everything works out as far as getting some more mentors out there to serve our community in Columbus.
Well, thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
No problem. And I'd like to thank you all for joining me on Skyline Columbus.